Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us in this very interesting webinar on energy for minimally invasive surgery, particularly for endometriosis. This is a webinar sponsored by Erbe, that is a great partner, and they are working very well in energy solutions for minimally invasive surgery. First of all, I would like to invite you to attend the Migs meeting in the next 2 days. This is an outstanding meeting that we organized here. We are going to have 8 live surgeries, some of them pre-recorded, and other strong discussions based on endometriosis, adenomyosis, and also urogynecologists. So the top leaders all over the world, like Mario Malzoni and Mark Possover, and many others, are going to show their experience in this field. So the meeting is going to be tomorrow, Friday, September 18, and Saturday, September 19. And you can, the registration and more informations you can see in the website migs.med.br. So in this webinar, we are going to have this program here. In the first 20 minutes, Dr. Luis Flávio Fernandes, that is a member of our team, that is one of the chairs of the minimally invasive gynecology service from Hospital Beneficência Portuguesa of São Paulo, in São Paulo. He's going to talk about the use of different types of energy in minimally invasive surgery. And then I will talk about some indications for energy for endometriosis. And in the end, the last speaker will be our friend Mario Malzoni, talking about the Avellino experience, talking about the biclamp, the argon-assisted cutting, which, when, and how. Then we're going to have 15 minutes for questions and answers, right? So it's a great pleasure to be here with you. I would like to thank our hospital, Hospital BP, here in São Paulo, to help us to make this meeting happen. And now I would like to invite Luis Flávio to start his presentation.
Good morning, Mauricio.
Luis Flávio?
Olá, estão todos aqui?
these are we are trying to solve a small issue here. And Luis Flavio is leaving the platform and is coming back in a few seconds. If there is any issue here, any problem, we can invert and I can stop talking. But let's wait just a few seconds for him to come back.
What about now?
Luis, we can hear you. Let's start your presentation, please.
Let me see. Let me share this. Just give me a feedback if you can. You?
Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. So as a starting point, we're going to talk a little bit about the use of different types of energy and MIS. So to all the surgeons, it's incredible how surgeons don't know they don't even know about the safe use of energy in surgery. And that is a starting point. Since electrical surgery was one of the biggest developments that allowed us to go further in complex procedures. So to start with that, we have to understand how a simple circuit is built, and it's built depending of a current that will travel along this circuit. It depends on a voltage that is going to be offered by a generator, electrical surgical unit, and in this generator, we are going to set up a potency that will give us back this current and this voltage. The effects that we're going to have in the tissue or in the circuit at all will depend on the resistance of this circuit. To understand how these measures, how these variables work along, we have to understand the Ohm's law. According to the Ohm's law, the voltage is the product of the resistance and the current. So if you see the picture, you see that a voltage is the force that is pushing forward a current through a passage. This passage would be our circuit. And this narrowing that we can see in this picture would represent our resistance. So if somehow we increase the resistance to keep the product, the increasing of the resistance will consequently increase also the voltage. If we want to push through the circuit more current, we also would have to increase the voltage. So we have to start to speak about conductors. The conductors are the circuit that has less resistance. So they would allow the passage, the conduction of more current, if we could think this way. So doing analogy between what we just talked, that there is the simple circuit, thinking of our procedure, we would have a generator, electrical surgical unit, that will give us some current, and we have to complete this circuit. When we're going to talk about the kind of monopolar energy this circuit will be completed with a plate that would be the return of the energy to the same electrical surgical unit. When we talk about the bipolar mode of usage of the electrical surgical, both electrodes are close to each other when we shorten the circuit to the tissue contained between those two plates that are contained in the instruments. What we have to understand that our generator will give us a potency, and this potency is what we're gonna set up before the procedure. And we have to understand the tissue where we're gonna work, because understanding its resistance, also called impedance, we'll understand what kind of energy we're gonna decide to use, and even more than that, how the generator will generate the current that we desire. And as a rule to understand priorly, tissues that contains more water, we have to understand that are better conductors than those that do not have a great quantity of water. Another concept that is very, very important are how these currents are given by the generator.
Luis, sorry to interrupt you. Just 1 minute, because they are fixing something. They are fixing something in the YouTube.
No problem. But is everybody being able to hear me?
No, just 1 minute.
Oh, no
Just
problem. No problem. Let me know when it's ready, and we continue. Thank you very much. Alô? Alô?
We need to apologize now because due to some technical issue related to the YouTube, and also due to an emergency that Dr. Malzoni had in his clinic, we need to postpone the beginning of this webinar to starting from in 1 hour and 20 minutes from now. It's going to be noon São Paulo time. That is 11 a.m. EST, right? And in Europe, like Barcelona, Spain, it will be 5 p.m., okay? Like Paris and Rome. So I'm sorry about this. It was not our issue, our problem here. So we're going to restart soon, remembering that this webinar will be open after this procedure. Thank you so much.
You are the only participant in the conference.